at the beginning, I still remember my friend also asked me like, oh, like, are you sure you want to start a business with your boyfriend, things like that.
The starting capital is 100k.
We actually argued a bit because I say, actually my bank account is like 5k left. Then I was quite stressed because I don't know when am I going to get my salary. And then sometimes we even eat the wastage from the cake.
Oh my
Just
God.
like grab something to eat. Then the sales actually like double up every month.
Were you not afraid like this didn't go well and then you lose the friendship?
If it didn't go well, then lose the friend out there.
Before we start our podcast, our sponsor Mumu is giving you 1,800 ringgit reward and 5% guaranteed money market fund return for 30 days. Mumu is a regulated stockbroker in Malaysia that are used not only to trade Bursa Malaysia stocks, but also US, Hong Kong, China and Singapore market. New users can trade with zero commission for 180 days. Now Mumu already have 1 million users in Malaysia. All of them already collected 1,800 ringgit rewards. When you want to deposit, remember to search special deposit, join now and key in our code DoitDuit and you will get extra 40 ringgit worth of Apple shares when you deposit 1,000 ringgit and complete 2 buy trades. And don't miss the 5% money market fund return in Mumu. Only for new users, no subscription and no redemption fees. And the best feature about Mumu is Mumu AI. You see all the quarter reports, annual reports, show long, show boring. But no worries, Mumu already summarized for you, short and sweet, free for you to use also. So open the Mumu account with my referral code and start investing because the best time to invest was yesterday. And the next best time is today. This company is making over 10 million ringgit sales just from selling cakes. And welcome back to the third episode of our Kepo Talk. Today, we are so honored to have all 3 founders from Lacher Patisserie. We have Yins, Chef Pang,
Hello.
and Seng.
Hello.
I remember I bought my first cake back in 2020. For those that don't know, Lacher Patisserie, they are famous for selling French-inspired cakes and pastries. Before we start digging the business secrets, right? Maybe tell us how you guys know each other.
Back then, they were actually childhood friends, and then both of us are couples.
You and Seng are
Me and
couple.
Seng, yeah.
You guys are from
Johor.
Johor Segamat.
Yeah.
Johor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were primary school friends.
I would say he's a person who linked us all together. So, and then they were best friend, childhood friends since, and then best friend also. So he was the one who mentioned he want to do something new, having a business. Yeah.
How long have you known Chef Pang?
We know each other from 8 years old.
From 8 years old.
Yeah, same for us.
How about
Kids,
Yins?
yeah.
With
When I was in my college time.
So that time you were already with Seng and then you know Chef Pang. But you guys are doing your own things, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you study last time?
I studied mathematics with finance.
Okay.
Degree.
Which is totally unrelated to the business right now. How about you guys?
I study SKM. SKM means like skill school. And then I study printing. Actually, no link for cakes one.
And today you are Chef Pang.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't expect that. How about Seng?
I'm studying multimedia, so I'm a student.
Okay. So are you the marketing guy in this
No.
business? Oh, okay. All totally unrelated.
Unrelated,
Yeah. But what were you guys doing back then before you started Lacher Patisserie?
Actually, after uni, I think last year of my uni, I actually started my own business, online business. Yeah, as a personal shopper, Taiko lah.
Oh, in other countries?
In Malaysia, based in Malaysia, but actually I travel frequently to Europe countries. Because I think before I actually ended my uni, it's like I know I don't want to go to corporate world. Yeah. So and then I explore something like side business lah. Then after that, that's how I slowly started my online business, and then things are going okay, but I wouldn't say like the best lah. But it's quite stressful, I would say.
How did you get your clientele back then when you first started the online business?
Wow. It's really like friends of friends. I just like started my WeChat group, and then I just asked them like to add all their friends in.
But then do you have to pay upfront?
But the connection actually is come from his sister also, because his sister actually has like some of her friends, and then she also wanted to start this. And then I was in overseas back then, so then I said, hey, maybe I can help you guys. Actually, I first started, I sell sneaker first, But the sneakers collection, everything's come from Seng also. Because he was the one who he was really like into this like industry. But I know nothing about sneakers. Yeah, and then he asked me to like, oh, go check out their website, and then like, you know, you need to like
ballot.
Yeah, need to like you need to like stay on the website, and then like maybe until a certain time you need to fight for the sneakers one. So that's where I slowly started to explore like reselling business lah. Yeah, then after that slowly moved to the like luxuries shopping. So because of like branded stuff, and then because the price difference is actually quite big.
Yeah, do you have to pay like upfront for your client?
So the cash flow is really tight.
Is it the initial capital also?
Yeah, so I have to like, I would say I need to borrow a lot. Use credit cards, I think, is one thing, and then I need to borrow a lot of like cash from my friends and family.
Do you mind to share with us like how much were you making back then?
I would say it's very inconsistent because the income is by trip. So every trip, I think I can earn like, if I would say average 10K per trip, but I can only fly like every 2 or 3 months. So 10K you have to like divide for like 2 to 3 months. So I would say it's not a decent numbers lah. Yeah.
I would like to know what were Chef Pang doing before Lacher thing started.
Yeah, actually I doing cakes in hotel. Yeah.
But how did you gain the experience of baking?
From 2, I school holiday, I go for part-time like one of the kampong, like my hometown, one of the cake shop, then I working there. Yeah. Then after I graduate SKM, right? So I feel like I'm not really interested for printing, right? So I go for Genting Highland working in Genting Highland. Actually, my first job in Genting Highland
as
a hotel. Hotel as a chef.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pastry chef in
with no experience?
I will not experience. But in like school holiday, I work quite long at there lah. So got a bit experience also. In school, we also have one of the bakery inside. Then I have go there and like doing some bread. We are baking for student also. Actually, the school is like you cannot go out one. It's like what is it called?
Boarding school.
Boarding school.
Boarding
you cannot.
school.
Yeah.
So you just keep baking.
Yeah. You cannot have a phone just staying there like 2 to 3
I think they did
hours.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
You guys need to do cleaning also,
cleaning,
right?
everything. Then
cooking.
Cooking for the
Very
everyone.
technical.
Yeah.
Back then, I laughing him going to a jail. I cannot
They utilize their
contact him
students.
one.
He was in the jail.
Yeah, in the jail.
When he
I think
holiday, I
they
say
couldn't
he
use
come out
phone
from
also,
jail.
right?
I can,
Yeah.
Actually, I was there like I cannot speak one of English, one word. Even like the one of my friend like asked me, "How are you?" I say, "I don't know what are you talking about." Yeah, actually, it's very bad.
They don't speak other languages.
Yeah, you only can speak Malay and English.
Or mix.
Yeah, actually, it's a Catholic school lah.
But when you had your first job, do they need any qualification of you have experience cooking or what when you went to Genting Highland?
Actually, Genting Highland, one of the like grandson, actually sponsor our school like build a bakery. So they coming like interview few of student going there to like start the job. Even HR, even like others department also have.
How old were you when you first joined them?
First join at 21.
Until
21, I worked there like about 2 years plus.
Oh, then you gain experience from there. Then afterwards, what were you doing?
All the way is pastry. Yeah.
Pastries.
Yeah.
But just different places.
Yeah. And then last job is in Singapore.
Oh,
in,
okay.
Region by 4 seasons.
After working for how many years in Malaysia?
3 to 4 years in Malaysia. 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. And then he went to Singapore.
Yeah.
How was Singapore?
I feel like in Malaysia it's very tough. Like
pastry.
you need to survive in like you need to pay rental, your car. You very hard to survive lah. Like I was in Malaysia, the salary only like 1,500. Like I
Worked for
already
so many years.
even I already 3 years experience. I remember my first job in Genting Highland, first day. They asked me to make the spun. Then I just measure everything. Then I make a spun, fail already. They asked me to throw the rubbish. Then I make again.
Ouch. So your mental health must be very strong today, right?
Yeah, I feel like every time I
Super strong.
Super strong. You want to
so I feel also very sad lah, like they throw ingredient. Then after I work few years in like Malaysia, I feel like the Malaysia standard in pastry is not so strong. I think other place maybe very good, but not every place is very good in pastry lah.
So you went to Singapore, but how was the pay back then in Singapore?
Actually, it's same amount. Like if you work here like 1,500, you work there also 1,500 lah, but it's a Sing dollar.
That time exchange rate is what?
Actually, it's only three.
But when
Actually,
you,
it's three
but when
or
you
three.
start running Lacher's business, did you start as a full-time or is a part-time job for you?
We start straight away is a full time.
He quit.
Yeah, I quit.
Yeah.
My job. Actually, why I quit? Because like also they are asking me like few times already lah. Like I still
Believe
working
in
there.
him.
Yeah, 1 year they are asking me like is it we can do pastry together?
There's a cute story actually between them. Since they were young, right? They were talking about that. I think he mentioned to him.
Yeah.
He said, I
When
think,
we were
yeah.
teenager, I think we talk about what we should do in the future. Chef Pang actually dropped out since Form 3. He was quite lost that time. Then I suggest him to like focus some skill. Yeah, because I think since young I have passion in F&B, especially dessert pastry. I don't know why somehow in the end we just step in this. Yeah.
But you also listen to him and then
I don't listen to him.
Somehow
Actually,
lah,
it's like when I am from 2. Actually, I have a baking like some background
got
in bakery
experience
lah.
a bit.
Then you just focus. Yeah, why you?
What
I
you
think
like
he
to
didn't
do?
think much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you doing back then, Kian?
Okay, after graduate I do web designer for around 5 years. Time.
Do you mind to share with us like
Different company.
different companies?
Yeah. And I was in the corporate life. I don't think I like it. Yeah.
How was the pay? Is it
Pay I think quite low actually. My first job also like 1,500.
so you also quit
Back
your
then,
job
yeah.
to start this business?
Hmm.
So three of you, I assume you already have like savings or what?
much.
What
Not
makes
much.
you so comfortable to quit straight away or
I think it's just naive thoughts.
Yeah.
wow?
I think actually looking back, I feel like we were quite naive lah. I think the moment he said he wanted to start the business, I think 3 of us were at a point where we feel like we want to try something new, but it's just like it's in the instinct one. It's like for me, it's like, I know like this business actually is not going to last long lah, because I know it's like so stressful that I don't know, one day maybe I will have like a big debt or something for example, if I lost the luggage lah. Yeah, that is the things that could happen anytime. I think back then also Chef was feeling quite lost in his career also, because he felt like he can't like get promoted also after so long. Yeah, even though his skill, everything was like there, but his position actually remained quite low.
So 3 of you were all lost and you gather together
Yeah.
and start this business.
Yeah.
What were the characteristics or personality in each other that makes you think, oh, you're the right person that we can work together with?
Because we are childhood friends,
Yeah.
and then we know each other
So
very
comfortable.
well,
Yeah.
and then feel like we can like do business together also.
Yeah, I think we have trust each other.
each other lah. Yeah.
We traveled
Since
together once also.
Yeah.
We traveled to Europe.
Before
I
we
But
remember.
were you
start,
not
for
afraid because they're couple?
Yeah, I feel like he
Naive.
He trusts me maybe.
Yeah, I trust him a lot also. Yeah, I trust
But
him.
you trust him doesn't mean you trust Yins,
I
right?
think he will do the right decision.
Duty.
lah. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
3 of us actually, because
Yeah.
I travel to Paris actually quite frequently, so I will ask him a lot of like desserts,
Dessert
like dessert hunting, because I love eating dessert actually. Then I will always like, oh, what places do you recommend for me to try, things like that. So actually we have been like talking about
Connecting.
desserts, yeah,
Yeah.
quite a while.
Yeah,
I think got one time also. I think you were making the dessert ma.
No.
Yeah, he just came back to Malaysia, and then he just like bake, and then we asked him to like bake a dessert, like then he just like then he just prepared all the ingredients, and then he started making. Was it-
Did the dessert impress you?
Actually, yes. His dessert always impressed me. Like even I will get like recipe from him, because last time I baked lah. After starting Lachér, no more.
Oh, so you also know how to bake?
Like the very simple baking, yeah.
She also asked me like cheesecake cheesecake recipe.
Yeah, like
I think-
cheesecake recipe. His recipe is so complicated. It's like, wow, so hard to make one. Like not the online recipe one, that kind.
The chef pang recipe.
Yeah. So I think we have been like talking about dessert quite a lot lah. Yeah. Then until at one point we were thinking of I think he was the one. I think actually both of us we wanted to start something new lah. Yeah.
But how did you manage to save the initial capital and how much did you spend initially to start the business?
Really from our own
savings.
Yeah.
Not much
Not much
actually.
also. I think we didn't plan much for this.
Yeah. The starting capital is 100k.
Yeah. We actually set 100k.
Yeah.
We think 100k can
Start.
start a business.
Were your family supportive back then?
For my family, not really. I think they didn't stop me lah, but they just feel like this is not going to work lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I working in Singapore, I already have 2 kids. Yeah, so when was that time like the salary is quite low, so I feel I also get promoted, but after I get promoted, also get a little pay only lah, not even 3,000
Singapore dollars.
Sing dollars. The time then I also looking for the other job. Then I quit the job. Then I go interview food testing also. And when was the time then Seng and Yins also when that time they also asking me, hey, want to come back and try? And before that already asking a year around there, like asking we can make gelato or not, dessert what we can make, and then discussion. Then after I quit the job, then join together. We open Lachér planning lah, just planning.
But how did you guys decide on the shareholding that time?
Oh, it depends on the savings or how much saving you have.
Yeah.
You want to contribute how much? How much you can contribute, then how many percent you
Very
can.
simple.
That time, I think haven't COVID, right? Is around
1 year before.
We actually the whole discussion it took like I think since 2019, and then that time he was also not having a proper job.
Yeah.
Not a proper full time. I think that time he quit his designer job also, and then he was actually doing the. Actually, both of us attended an
investment
course. Stock investment course.
Okay.
And
also the trading cost.
that actually, stock investment and trading. And then that is where he can survive without a full-time job for 1 year plus.
Wow.
Yeah, so just like doing the
actually
trading.
a stock trader, part-time stock trader.
Part-time lah, yeah.
Are you
But I
still trading now?
don't like the lifestyle because I at trading the US stock. So I have to
Wake
up at night and then until midnight.
Quite stressful actually.
Yeah, very stressful.
Yeah.
When you first started, it's back in 2019.
Yep.
3 of you rented the kitchen in KD. Is it still the same
PJ?
central kitchen now?
No.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah. Infinity Tower, yeah.
How much was the rental?
1,400.
Plus, right?
1,400.
It's quite cheap actually, yeah.
And
Yeah, very
there
cheap.
only 3 of you working there.
Yeah, only 3 of us.
You haven't hired any staff to do it for you.
I think that back then we actually discussing capital because our capital is only 100k ma. And I remember he asked me like, do we want to open a physical store or just like online? Because I was actually doing online business before, so I was quite into online. I knew how to do online. Cannot say I knew lah, but it's more like I'm more familiar with online. Then after that, I just straight away I just say just do online lah because we don't have the money to open a store. Then then after that have no like second thoughts. We just like full all in thinking of like how to do online because we also did some research also actually. Online cake delivery is actually a good has a gap lah in the market. Yeah.
That time also don't have anyone, right?
Not a lot, yeah. Because
Not a lot.
actually when I was in overseas, I tried to order cakes for him also for his birthday. I need to ask my friend to pick up
Go
the
and pick
cakes,
up.
and then it's very mafan like he need to double park at Bangsa this area. So it's like I know it's very inconvenient because I deal with them through WhatsApp everything also. So I think that back then actually we know online cake delivery is might be an opportunities lah for us to start because the capital also lesser, and then we can just do everything online, which is also something that we know lah, like website.
And I have website design experience as well.
So each of you have like different expertise.
Yeah.
What were the exact roles of you guys in the business
Before, right?
when you first started? Yeah.
I think we set quite clear lah when starting.
Website, yeah. Actually, website, he's the main person who doing it, and then I also start to learn how to like do the website. I'm quite interested to learn also like design everything, like UI UX thing. Then marketing side, social media marketing side, and then
Customer support.
Kitchen.
customer support. Then kitchen
Purchasing.
like dealing with suppliers, all these. Yeah.
So do you remember who is your first customer besides your friends and family?
We both delivered the order to the customer. But I don't remember her face lah. But I remember it's a woman.
It's a woman, yeah.
But I just I remember. You remember the place also. It was
I
in
was
PJ.
going to ask why you order us, but I super shy to ask her. At the end, I just asked her.
See,
Then
I
just,
actually feel like I really like I was quite curious when I was like,
why you
how would you like purchase from us without like
without
knowing who
us?
we are?
Yeah.
So the purchase is from online one, but
Online.
Yeah.
you also don't know whether she
That
has
is when
tried the cake before.
I think I ran ads. I ran ads for like few days only. Then we got our
Start
first
seeing
sales. Yeah.
results.
So the first day you launched, the website is already up.
Yes. Yeah. The first day when we post our social media, that's where we open our store. That's how we open lah. There's no like grand opening or anything like that.
And that time, Chef Fang, you straight away moved from Singapore to Malaysia.
Yeah, actually we also
1 month
planning.
before, yeah.
I think we already planning. Once I come back, everything already
Set up.
ready.
Yeah.
How about your family? Did they move together with you?
His
She-
wife
my
still
wife
working
still
in
working in
Singapore.
Singapore. So
But he was pregnant. She was pregnant. Yeah.
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 So she also like just support me, really supporting me. Like you
and
just come back.
you really trust two of them that you
So
can do this.
so I just like I have some saving in Singapore, so lah just like makan sikit-sikit lah. Don't like spend a lot of money also because still have kids. Then when the time she support me, like the kids all she take care lah, like the money all.
Do you remember like when did you see your sales start to really increase, where you are comfortable that these things can work like that?
Comfortable, not comfortable. Yeah. I mean, we started to see sales started to grow rapidly is after we launched the Petit Gâteau set. That was March 2020 when we launched the Petit Gâteau set. But before that, right, a few months before, actually, we started to explore like B2B, cafe supply. Then we have, I think, 2 cafes actually started to take orders from us. And then that's where we actually started to supply the small kits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then because got certain MOQ lah, so it's easier for chef to prepare the PG lah. We call it PG. Then but then I think I actually at that time I keep convincing chef. I say, should we launch this also, because I say it's very cute, it's like Petit Gâteau. Then after that he said his concern is always he said if the amount order amounts is not that high, it's very time consuming to prepare everything. Then after that we discussed again. We were thinking of like that's where we come out the idea of like maybe we sell in a set of 4, because the delivery fees it feels more reasonable lah. If I'm selling like 20 plus a Petit Gâteau, a PG, then after that delivery fee is at 15. It's not so reasonable. So therefore we come out slowly come out the idea of like combining all 4 in a set. And then after that we took pictures. Then we were thinking of like maybe we wait until June only we will launch it. Yeah, and then because of his concern, then I suggested maybe we can have like 2 days. We sell only 2 days in a week. That's how actually it came. Yeah, therefore our Petit Gâteau we only sell 2 days in a week. But that 2 days because we supply to a cafe also. That's where we will prepare
one batch
all the
together.
PGs. Yeah.
But that time is COVID, right?
That
When
time
we
wasn't
launched,
COVID.
not
When we
yet,
discussed everything, it wasn't. It happened.
Before COVID.
Yeah, it wasn't in.
It's still
COVID.
before COVID.
Still before COVID. Yeah. Then we got pictures, everything. Then because chef was he said like put it on hold first, like don't launch it so soon because he worried cannot manage the orders, everything. Then after that, I think during MCO, I think first week or second week,
Yeah.
then after that we
very
just
fast.
like have the idea of like, maybe should we launch that? Because actually, I think when COVID started, right, we did see the spike in sales started already, like slowly starting, like quite fast, like not the usual speed lah.
Because
then-
everything switched online,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Then after that, we were thinking of like, should we launch the Petit Gâteau set? Then after that, we just, because everything ready, like pictures, everything is all ready. Then we just launch it. Then it's like bloom.
Would you say you benefited from COVID because you actually started online earlier than other competitors, right?
I would say MCO pandemic is actually like a multiplier for us. Like everything just like ×2, ×5. The speed, everything just like the pace, everything just like gone so fast. Yeah.
How did you manage during COVID? Like how many staff do you have that time?
It was the time operation have one more staff, I
Yeah.
think, and then my
I think
side
only
also
6
have.
of us
Yeah. 6
in
of
our
us
first
for
shop,
2020,
first
right?
kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you remember like since when the business break even or start making money?
But I think
I think it's
because
We
we
started to earn money because we plan to move to a new kitchen.
But I think we invest back the business heavily lah. So
Yeah.
we don't see any break even yet
We
lah
don't
for the
feel
first few
comfortable.
years. We always
Did
invest
you
back.
celebrate it at least?
No, no time.
But did you all get salary from the company?
Just
Yeah,
basic salary.
Not yet. I think we actually got our salary.
I think only I get because I got kids.
Yeah, he got family.
I think only
Then we say-
500
Yeah.
500 for
Still got a bit of saving lah.
We tahan first.
Yeah,
lah.
they tahan.
But I would say it's quite stressed. I still
Yeah.
remember that time I argued a bit. We actually argued a bit because I say actually my bank account is like 5K left. Then I was quite stressed because I don't know when am I going to get my salary. And then I think that time, yeah. But I know like for example if I divide because I have no commitment ma. So actually it's still okay lah. I know like maybe a few more months I can still like tahan lah.
But then you don't have other income sources,
No,
right?
Zero. After MCO started, only we started to see like really we are in profit. Then we started to give like salary like 1,000
1,000 plus. lah.
1,000 plus
Minimum.
to 3 of us, yeah, because we just want to like survive lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pocket money. Then after that, we plan to because 2020 March 2020 it was MCO. Then the sales actually like double up every month. That's where we started to see like, but we were actually busy like solving all the problem also because like website system everything is just not matured. Even the storage issue, everything's right was like really like chef keep baking every batch like he just baked for this batch right it's sold out like the next day already. So you need to like continue catching up with the production and everything. Then after that, I think in June, Seng was saying that I think it's time we need to move to a bigger kitchen because we just cannot cope with the demand, the production, everything. Then I think that time, yes, we were,
he go such a shop.
yeah.
I think quite fast like everything happened.
Everything just
super
happened
fast.
so fast, and
Where
then
is the next kitchen? And that time it's still MCO.
Still MCO.
Search for
Ara
a bigger
Damansara.
kitchen.
yeah,
Is
Yeah.
that the central kitchen, right?
No, the
It's
second.
also not.
The second.
Yeah, not yet.
yeah, not yet, yeah.
But
Then,
I think it's also very hard to like hire that time and
Yeah,
you
very
want to
hard.
hire someone that can
very
bake.
hard. Yes.
Yeah. The first and second, I would say is friend recommend other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I think we got our first kitchen staff. Then after that, she recommended her friends to come to work. And then I think after just like one interview, then saw like we just hired her. Then I would say everyone pushed through lah during that period. It's just like working
Non-stop.
non-stop, really
Non-stop.
like every single day, and then
Have you
OT
guys
every day.
ever think of like giving up during that period?
During that period, no time to think about it.
No time to think.
Now, last few years we have more time to think to giving up.
Yeah, the
during
beginning,
MCO,
I
don't
think first few years, right,
Yeah,
really no time.
no time.
Like,
No time.
we
Even
just like
less
busy.
in 2 hours also no.
Yeah, we don't have time to eat lunch. Yeah, I still
Yeah,
remember
no
that
time.
time because we need to order Grab. Wow, then because the MCO things are locked down, everything, then we have to order Grab, then we have to, but I think everything, it's just so busy, you know. I
Yeah.
think we only had our lunch like every 4 p.m., something like that.
yeah.
Sometimes, it was super busy, and then sometimes we even eat the wastage from the cake. Just
my
like grab something to eat. Yeah.
Not throwback this time.
Yeah. So I think what we actually did is we got profit. We did have profit, but we straight away we invested to the new kitchen already. So I would say even though the sales actually like picking up, but we are not feeling comfortable because we have to put all in everything back to the new kitchen because by setting up everything, renovation, and then
New
even
machine.
getting new kitchen equipments, everything.
Equipment, system.
How did you
everything.
manage your logistic? Because I remember when I buy, it's still like internal, your own logistic guy, right?
I think logistics is quite
We
hard to
He
figure out.
actually stand by as a driver most of the time. Yeah, we have to like, for example, last minute if we can't source the drivers, we have to
I
like.
will go and send.
Okay, yeah.
Until
we'll go
today.
No,
Until today, yeah. I think for maybe
for
first
the
3
first
years.
3 years at least.
Yeah, first 3 years.
For the first few years, did you all try to use Lalamove?
We tried Lalamove. We tried Grab. That time wasn't that popular. I
Yeah.
think it was
Mainly
Lalamove first.
Lalamove
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when every time I buy the cake, the delivery is like super on time, and then they will tell you like you need to keep it fridge. to prevent it
Oh,
melts
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
That's how we train them now because so much issue has been going on, and then like for example, drivers didn't know our kicks, and then or drivers like don't care all the tips that we told them, then they just like go jalan-jalan lah, like because they want to take more orders ma. Because Lala Move don't restrict drivers to take more than one orders. Yeah, unlike Grab lah. But Grab it was after.
Yeah.
Then I think he was the one actually mainly set up all the drivers thing actually. Yeah, and then we started to like contact with the drivers like do you want to become our regular drivers? Yeah, but everything is still like freelance actually.
How long after you started that you start to internalizing all these drivers?
I think during pandemic, it's already started to
Yes.
recruit
We started
driver.
to keep the contacts lah for those like the
Regular
good drivers.
Yeah, good driver.
Yeah. They are quite like cautious with our kicks. They remember all the tips one. They know our kicks cannot it will melt quite fast. Yeah, and then need to keep on the flat surface, things like that.
How many people do you all have just for delivery?
At that time,
I think we
only
have few
only 2
regular
to 5.
drivers.
Including yourself, right?
Including
Not including us. Yeah, nowadays I think more than 30, 50 standby.
So it's like you call them, then they come.
Yeah, we WhatsApp lah.
You haven't
through
even
WhatsApp.
launched your one-day delivery, is it that time?
That time we already started
Yeah.
Cindy.
Who sparks the idea of one-day delivery?
Same day delivery was because that time when we did our research, right, there was a few cake delivery platform. If you know, like there are some like Cake Together,
Yep.
Eat Cake Today.
Yeah,
That's where we actually know that is something that already had in the market.
Yeah, when I
So-
order that, everyone will know it's a last-minute cake.
Yeah. Therefore, we think that last minute cake actually has a demand lah. Therefore, I think when we first started our website, we already started
Yeah,
same day
when we
delivery
start
because chef
starting.
also say he can make it also. So we will set the time is 2 p.m. is our cut-off time.
So for same day one, you memang bake on that day.
Actually, fan pastry is like you prepare the base and then you keep it frozen. Then only you take out. Then you need to do the finishing. Then you need to defrost like 1.5 hour or 1 hours. Then you can do
Also,
it.
you can actually prep earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Every fan pastry actually prepare early.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
For example, like glaze, right? The glaze must be
Frozen.
you must do it
Frozen.
like on the day. But the body actually is frozen. It must be frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hire like photographer or videographer back then since you started? Because it's so professionally done.
I think started they only do themselves.
Three of us,
Yeah, I
three
think
of
the
us,
marketing
one
really
We have to
holding
hold the
light.
lights, yeah. It was quite frustrated actually.
And
but
not salary.
I think we only started the photographer after 3
3
years.
3 years after
Yeah,
3 years.
quite late actually.
Because I think the social media and website is like
We
so
tried our best,
good.
I would say. Really, really tried our best. But
She
we
do a
were.
lot for
I was very, very
everything.
frustrated
Yeah.
because I have the reference pictures, everything. Then I told her, I said, I want like this kind of pictures. Then after that, right, when the reality is, right, when I tried to take, oh my God, it's like so ugly. Then I was like, I don't know how to fix that. I think he also helped a lot on the like post editing also. Because sometimes, right, like you need to chop a lot of like things like the post editing. So we try our best lah, I would say.
Who was the one that came up with all these cake ideas every time?
Like I doing the cakes, then I let them to try. Then they also a lot of the like idea and giving
Comment
me
a lot.
comment a lot. Yeah, then ask me to maybe this one layer you can change more. Then the layer you can see more
Adjust.
clearer.
I think the first year, chef was the one who proposed all the cakes, and then for two of us, it was like, well, for example, I remember the yuzu tart that you just he made, right? Straight away, like we say, oh, it's like so good, like
So
we must
good.
launch the cake. Yeah, actually that one no changes one. It's only
Yeah,
the first
you-
version, maybe too sour, just adjust a bit only. Then all the wahana karak cakes, those also I think that one is only a design lah that we
Design,
changed
yeah.
because the first design he proposed, right? I tried my best to take the pictures. Then I was so struggled. Then we say, I think we need some height because it's too flat already.
The design,
Then he
yeah.
straight away say, oh, I got an idea. Then he straight away like change the design, everything. That's how the design that you saw. Yeah. And then slowly, I would say after that, three of us were involving in the R&D lah, process a lot. Yeah, like coming up with the ideas, the flavors, combination, everything.
What's the strategy back then for social media?
Yeah, actually the mindset like came before, right? It's like when we first started is I want to, because a lot of customers they don't trust us. Like because we were online ma. So they just can't see the cakes, like how do you make the cakes? And also they will ask like, do you have a picture of like the real cakes? How it looks like, because they just don't trust the website pictures. And then that's where it got inspired us to do like to show more BTS. Because back then also I was also helping chef to do the baking and everything.
I love the piping videos.
Yeah, then I always say like the way how it pipes everything, right? Then I will show all the BTS because like the speed, everything, like very satisfying also to watch lah. And then that's where we actually slowly started to do a lot more BTS. And then I also remember back then not a lot of brand pages started doing like social media marketing. Yeah, and then that time I feel like that is the lowest cost marketing that we could try lah.
Yeah, because I also noticed you guys don't really sponsor any KOLs or that's the very pro part, you know, because I realized you didn't really spend on this and you still managed to get like such huge following.
I think it's word of mouth lah. Yeah, it's
I think first, at the beginning, we don't have any capital to sponsor lah. We try and ask
very tight budget.
the quotation. I think it's quite
We
high lah
approach
to us.
actually,
We
even
approach
like
a lot.
400, 500 also we
We
cannot
also
afford.
don't
You
want.
can just take the cake. Ah.
I think only one bloggers, right, that we send to them. Yeah, but it's very, very small bloggers. Back then, bloggers still a thing lah. Then after that, we stopped because we feel like we can just focus. Because, okay, I think there's one thing that we started to invest in our own social media because we think that all the cakes that we make, right, has a lot of knowledge behind. Like, it's not like a normal sponge cake because that's what chef always told me also. Because that time, actually, we always like discuss like what are the gap between us and the brand and the customers. Then he also knew that like it's like, for example, mousse cake. People will think mousse cake is very gelat one. Yeah, something like that. But then that's where we know like that's where the customer will think. Then how do we break the gap? Slowly, like, I think we will think from the customer's perspective lah, most of the time.
Is there anything that you all tried but failed?
The jar desserts, the jar dessert was the first menu actually that we first launched. Yeah, not sure if you have seen lah. That one is like a dessert in a jar concept. And then because online we want to have like grab and go.
What are the ingredients?
It's quite simple, but a lot of restriction actually. So before we actually launch a petit gâteau set, right, we still have the jar dessert one. I think we sell until, I think when petit gâteau set has
I think we
a
sell
lot
until
of
second
demand,
year.
then we stop the jar desserts. It's like cheesecake, then we have tiramisu as well,
Chocolate mousse.
chocolate, hazelnut, yeah.
Tiramisu,
4
yeah.
flavors only, tropical, yeah.
It fails because of logistic or because of
I think it's a presentation and the price lah. I think customer don't feel like, I think that time what was the price of it? Less than 20.
Yeah,
Less than
15,
20.
We're selling less than 20,
15
yeah.
15
But the sales wasn't good at all, yeah. I think that time whole cakes is even has higher sales than the jar dessert. Yeah.
Is there a reason why you keep like only few cake selections in your menu?
Oh.
Yeah. I think when first started, we already know we don't need to do so many SKU. We want to keep the menu simple, but must be a lot of variety within the simple menu.
I still remember that time McDonalds is one of our reference also.
Yeah.
Because we
To-
remember that
The efficiency, I think we need to.
yeah, because we think that their menu also quite simple. But it's like very classic things lah. Then therefore I think, but then if you want to launch like new flavors, we will make it seasonally. Yeah, that's where I think it's quite fast like we decided to go for this direction. Yeah. Our first Christmas, I think we got, I still remember the sales was like, the sales of the month was 15K.
15K,
I remember, we were quite happy already.
Revenue.
That
15K
was
per
before
month.
MCO actually. We already launched our first Christmas cake. Then after that, we launched a CNY cookie set. Then after that, MCO came.
Do you have like one hero product in your menu?
We actually didn't set for that. We didn't, at the beginning, I remember we didn't set any signature cakes one. So customer keep asking, they was like, what is your signature? What is your best seller?
Every cake
Then
is the
we
signature.
were like, we don't know how to answer because we feel like
Depends
we...
like what
Yeah.
customer like
because
chocolate, they
our
like
menu is quite
refreshing.
small ma. Then all the cakes that we launched, right, we really design for like to fit different preference one. So it's a bit hard to tell them because we try not to set the signature, but eventually the chocolate hazelnut, the carob, that one is became a signature. Yeah.
Do you all spend on ads or is it mostly organic?
Actually, mostly organic because the first 4 years, right, we didn't spend a lot of ads. I think it's very, very occasionally. I only run like for like 7 days, few days, but I think that time I remember the budget for ads, right, it's only less than 1,000 per year.
I can
That means that
understand you
only
don't even pay
occasionally-
yourself, right?
Yeah. I only like tested and run it, yeah, because I just want to see like a bit of result. But actually, I still remember because the sales was picking up quite fast from organic. Then we just
busy
have to
enough
stop.
already.
Yeah, we have to stop the ads like, oh, we cannot push the sales already. Things like that, because we need to control the stock management, everything, production. Yeah. So I think the first 4 years, I would say we are not putting any budget to ads lah. Yeah.
So it is mostly word of mouth lah. I notice what makes Lachér special is like when people buy Lachér, people snap story and share.
Sure lah. It's a very premium, expensive and good. And
So
Yeah.
it's like a gift or
Packaging, I think packaging is one of the
Investment
one of the first investment that we made. Yeah, so not only moving to kitchen, we also invest to the branding and also packaging. Yeah.
it somehow shows that you got taste when you pick the cake, I don't know how to tell. So who sparked the idea of opening a retail store? The first retail is in Conley.
Plaza Conley,
yeah.
It's the Lachér to go, right?
Yeah.
you all always wanted to start a physical one, or is it like
Running
really.
online and
No, really.
offline.
Because like the idea is like for customer like easier to pick up and go. Actually like there only a few seats on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I
The
went
first
there
store,
before.
I think because I gather all the data lah, where is the most deliver place, then I find a middle point. I think within
200.
200k, including all the machine.
I think
Within 200k.
Within 200. Yeah.
Then how was the response from the first retail store?
yeah, the first month is like
Below expectation?
no, it's
Out
a
of
lot.
our-
Yeah,
Expectation.
yeah, it's a lot like they queuing like more than a few hours.
Yeah, they all complain that the
Complain,
space is
yeah.
too
Yeah.
limited.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because actually the first idea we first started Lacher to go, right, is we want to have another pickup point. So because we feel like, because that time we already moved to KD. So from PJ, we moved to Ara Damansara and then we moved to KD. So it's like further and further from the PJ
KL.
area. Yeah. Then therefore we think of like we need another like pickup point just to balance lah. Then so I think after we moved to KD, we know we need to open another pickup point lah. It's like a pickup point. But then the place that we found, right, is it's quite convenient for like drop off everything, so pick up. And then because the space is slightly bigger than what we want, but the rental is quite tempting lah, I would say. Therefore, we decided to rent that place and then to turn that place like partially for dine-in also. So the dine-in plan wasn't in the plan one. Yeah. So we just like, at first we just think of like very small pickup point only. Yeah. But now we change back already because like I think it's very hard for them to differentiate like Lachér to go and Lacher Patisserie. So yeah.
So when you guys open your first retail store, you guys also still keep reinvest into the business. But what's the point that makes you think it's comfortable enough to open another store in the Met?
I think that is our style. So I think we keep investing. To me, it's like we mainly focus on like what we get from the income is only the pure like salary. For the income, most of the income we invested back to the new equipment, new outlets. Yeah.
New factory.
Even until now also.
How much did you spend for the Met Towers renovation?
Wow, that one is
That one seems
Quite high,
expensive though.
yeah, quite
Okay.
high.
1 million. Yeah.
But it's
About-
nice. But still very limited seats, right?
Still very limited. Still got complaints.
Actually, we are a bit against to go towards like cafe style lah, because we feel like cafe, right, they will focus on dine-in like most of the time. Like sometimes they will even forget like takeaway. Yeah, but we are actually from our brand like for online, we want accessible. We want like convenient, accessible. So that's something that we are trying to balance lah. Like we run online and offline quite differently, I think. Yeah, because for offline we will prioritize a different kind of experience lah. We don't want them to keep thinking of like, oh, we are like cafe based, but we want them to think of like, hey, there's like something I can order online from your website, things like that. So we are trying to balance this thing. Therefore, we actually a bit against like to move to serving hot food. Yeah. So we want them to see us as like bakery.
You want to still prioritize
The bakery side lah. I would say.
I think we still focus online a lot lah, at the moment.
Even now also we focus on that a lot. Yeah.
So do you remember any huge fight from the beginning until when you open up 2 stores? Do you remember any huge fight between you guys, and how did you resolve the matter?
For me, it's like moving to the factory is more fight because the factory is take us like 1 year.
1 year
Yeah.
to prepare.
1 year renovation.
Yeah, 1 year renovation. When that was the time, then the renovation, every contractor is very busy. They are like getting like very less staff. Like
When was that?
2021.
21.
21.
How big was the factory?
About 8,000 square feet. I think built up like 10,000.
10,000, right?
10,000.
Built up
10,000.
10,000.
So what is the fight exactly about?
Like every time
slow?
need to like go and check. Then why you so late? We planning to move like 3 months or half a year. Then we can move.
That dragged to 1 year.
Yeah, drag to 1 year. Then I giving the every time also changing. Then the finishing also not so good. Every piping, even my kitchen is like a lot of like things need to change lah.
Do you feel like the quality,
Quality
is out of
things lah.
control already?
Yeah.
But I think we don't really have a big fight though.
Yeah,
Between us, no, I think. No.
Yeah, between us actually no. It's like
Quite stable, I think, because our characteristic is very considered very calm.
they both very
Sure.
calm.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
all
emotions
very
like,
like demure person. Or you
person,
guys
old
have
person.
like said earlier or discussed earlier, like what each other have to do.
Yeah, this one we said.
I think
when we
he
started.
said the first rules lah when we first started the business. He said, so basically we need to respect the higher words. Yeah. So like for example, if 3 of us like only 2 of us they agree on proceed this right, then I will agree. I won't be like I still want to insist on my ideas, things like that. So I think most of the time 3 of us we will try to convince each other lah. I would say yeah. So for
Cannot,
example,
this couple 不公平 already. Unfair already.
no, sometimes we both agree, right?
They are fighting. Mostly they are two fighting. I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm an outsider. They are fighting. I say I'm okay one. Then
You guys decide.
you guys.
Like you get in the middle.
Not really, I think not really. Sometimes I'll help him also. Like, I think it depends. I think it's quite fast. I think things will get sorted out quite fast. Like, for example, if he got his point, I think he's the one who insists on most of the things.
Who's the decision maker mostly?
I think the biggest decision
Like
he will.
not like bigger decision lah. Like we going to move finding the one new shop like Ala Damansara. We need to move like we 3 of you start agree then just go. Even the factory, even we move to Ala Damansara.
Yeah.
A year only. Then we start to find a factory already. Then we just go. Then just go like nothing to do.
Normally he will have a vision that sometimes 2 of us cannot see one. Then we were like, then we just like trusted him more.
Like blindly believing what he said.
Because for example, he will say like very confidently, say, I think can one, it can work one. Then for example, even some R&D, right? He has like, I think got one of the design also, we both of us like cannot see. We were like, can wear this design like very ugly, cannot like. Then he was like, trust me, really can work one. Then after that, right, the moment when it turns out like everything is like complete, right? Then we're like, oh yeah, it really can work. It's quite nice.
Do you have like any justification when you have that instinct or idea?
I think I'm a very visualized person because I'm a student. So
okay.
I'm very particular in food as well.
So all 3 of you actually have sense. That's why it's very important.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
So how does it feel like to do business with friends actually?
Okay, I think quite comfortable.
Yeah, I think depends on what friend like you meet.
Were
Actually,
you not afraid like if this didn't go well and then you lose the friendship?
If you
Never
don't go
think
on, then
of
lose
that.
the friend over No, I think we didn't really think much. I think before we started the business, we kind of know each other personalities really. We know like we're quite aligned. I think like the way how we spend money, how we see, I think it's quite aligned. Like our mindset, everything is quite aligned.
He want to invest the system, we just go like
Yeah, we are okay.
I buy
Then he
a
want to
lot
buy,
of
yeah.
machine,
then we
and just
just
go.
go.
Yeah, even spend like a few million buy the machine. They say okay, just go ahead. Like nothing.
If the things
yeah.
increase the productivity
Yeah,
and quality, then we should agree.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset. It's quite aligned.
Do you tell them like what will we get after doing this and that? Or you just say, oh, I want to do this, then they kindly believe in you?
Actually, I think in the first beginning years, right, is we just like proceed only. We didn't think much.
No time to think.
Like whenever he say he want to get the machine, then we just just get lah. I think it's a good investment. We all think like just go for it. Yeah. Then when we all say like want to invest like kitchen, actually, there's no like one person will like stop this whole thing lah. We all think that it's good to invest everything back.
Actually, three of us also like charging each other lah. Like he want to invest the system, then just go ahead. He'll go and like do the work.
Research,
You'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
the
yeah,
research,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Even I buying a machine,
Yeah,
I also
yeah, they
going
did
in
a lot
for
of research, yeah, yeah,
research
yeah,
everything
yeah.
lah.
We won't be like just like,
Yeah.
oh, we just say, oh, want to invest, then we do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both of them, I think they did a lot of research when they want to do, when they
To
want to
justify
invest,
what
like,
they want.
Yes.
So now have your roles changed compared to when you first started?
R&D, I think it changes
Also,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. I think R&D, he involved a
I
lot
involved a
now.
lot.
Yeah.
Really a lot. Like even the Patisserie R&D is fully coming from him also. Desserts, I would say 3 of us still involving in the R&D. But I actually started to step out a bit from the R&D. Then marketing side is still under me, and also I will involve in some operation also. Yeah.
Chef, more on
So,
procurement.
yeah. I think it's like correct.
Procurement and then kitchen.
Then who's the finance guy?
Finance,
I
right?
think.
Also.
Sure handle.
Yeah, she handle.
Seng, Kian and Yins. What was it like to do business with as a couple?
I think they
Or tell me the fight
pro and
between
con
2
lah.
of you, not 3 of you. What is the last time that you guys fight because of this business?
Wow. I think the second outlet, yes.
Yeah,
I think
second
every
outlet.
time when the new outlets open, right, we will fight one, for sure.
Why?
Yeah, because it's so stressful, really. Like I feel like when it didn't turn out as what we want, right, definitely the stress will come, and then we'll just like, we'll start to discuss a lot of points. Like for example, we sometimes I will doubt again, like, is the decision that we make is correct or not? Like, should we like revise a bit, or should we change something, things like that? I think, but he will insist a lot. Like he will insist like, no, I think we don't need to change. Like we just need to be like
Sure.
who we are, something like that. So when it comes to this point, yes, we will fight sometimes. Yeah. Then for me, I was like, but by just like pulling out data, like we don't see that. But I would say it's really hard to balance out sometimes, because we want to keep like what we are, who we are, and also what we want to give to the customers. But at the same time, if the customer is not really giving the response that we want, it's really frustrated to see, like quite struggle, like whether you want to give up that or not. Yeah.
How do you resolve all arguments normally?
Discuss. I think we all try to convince each other.
Yeah.
That's where the argument will come. Like
Or every time you two fight, just Chef Pang, please side me like that.
sometimes, yeah, I think sometimes we will like put him also. We will like, hey, then what's your opinion on this? Like, yeah, but I think we will bring our points lah. We won't like use like emotion as the main things to convince, but we will like, oh, here's my point. Then what is his point? What is his point? Yeah.
So would you say you separate your personal life and business, even though you guys work as a couple?
I think
Or you guys just like 24 hours you talk about work?
I think most of the time we talk about work,
quite hard to
but
separate.
when we go to travel, then we will have our personal life lah. Yeah, I think that's where I love traveling, because traveling is like I really can get rid of like all the works from my mind.
How big is the company now?
Management, the whole company,
Yeah.
70 plus,
70 plus,
yeah,
70 plus.
included the employee from outlet.
And most of the people is from baking side, is it?
Baking side, I think was
It's the biggest department.
30 lah, included the pastry side. 30 lah, around 30.
I wonder the team that you have initially a few years back then, are they still with you today?
The
first
first
day
The first
one,
year,
no.
the first batch, no.
No.
The first batch,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, second batch, yes.
yeah, second
still,
batch.
still well.
So there's still a batch that witnessed how the business grow
Yeah.
till today.
They were quite scared. They were like, are we still?
Can you
Are we
chill?
still- We are planning like one more outlet going to open here. Come again.
Sometimes
Join the
chef will be
event.
like quite scared one.
Moving forward, let's say you guys already have like 2 outlets and 1
outlets, yeah.
factory, right? What's the plan moving forward?
I think for near future, I wish that across Malaysia can get our product.
Yeah, I think now the main concern is still the delivery distance is still within
Yeah.
Klang Valley, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I always wanted to like bring it back to Kedah, but I didn't manage to.
But these are a bit harder.
These are a bit high, yeah. But actually, we explore. Therefore, now we have more like more travel-friendly products, like cookies, pineapple tarts, those. Yeah.
And I think logistics in Malaysia is still not mature yet. I think offline we are not rushing unless there is a good location.
But there's no any regrets opening any offline store, right?
No.
I think for offline we are still. I think the way of how we grow our business is we always want like the reason coming from our side one. So it's like, for example, like what are the concept that we want for the outlet. So and also we actually don't like to follow like trends lah. Like for example, like what the rest are doing, but how can we stand out from there? Yeah, how can we do it differently? So therefore, I think it's been an argument for us lah between last time we want to open a cafe. Then so we were thinking of like, because we know if we are launching the hot food, the sales confirm will go out one. But we always actually a bit against that for us, like because we think that if I'm doing that right, I'm just like normal cafe brand already. So
The position is
yeah,
different.
the positioning is everything is like we are trying to see of like what are the concept that we can play, and then what can we do differently. Yeah, even now also I think we insisted of like specialize in dessert also at first. Therefore, we don't want to make our menu like so messy. Yeah, so to like really show who we are. So the offline also we are trying to like play a different kind of concept lah when we want to open our new outlets. Yeah, so that one I would say we are still exploring. But I don't think we are going for hot food lah. That is one thing that we are sure lah for this.
So if you guys were to give like one advice to our audience for those that want to start business full time,
Do you advise them to start business with a friend or couple?
no, this is a two different questions. Yeah, because I don't see like a lot of people they have this courage to straight away start full-time business. Or what do you think what is very important if you want to start full-time? What
I think start full time
characteristic?
is better because you can focus everything. Like you just like
You're putting all
everything
in
you're putting
Yeah.
all in.
No planning.
Because you know you don't have like outside incoming, then you will focus all the
Nothing
way.
to
Like
lose.
you just
Yeah.
you just focus everything what you can do better.
I think the ideation is one thing lah. Like before you actually step into like business, I think you need to think what are the gap that you are feeling, and then after that, when it comes to execution, I think things need to be ready lah. I think there's one point that last time I always told my staff. I say, we need to be the professional one because we are the one who provide the product or the service ma. But if we are not professional, it feels like we are just like what is the reason for us to step into business lah? So I think one thing from our side is like, for example, our product is quite ready. Our technical skill, everything is quite ready. So therefore, it can support our ideations. Like how can we come up with our own brand, our own way of selling it. So some things need to be ready lah. Even though some people say like you might not be 100% ready before you start the business, but I think your basic need to be there lah. Yeah.
How about thinking? One advice from you.
Advice.
Do you encourage starting a business full time straight away?
I always tell people to be different, what you can do differently than current market.
Do you think like initial capital is very important, or the savings you have in bank is very important to support you doing full time straight away also?
I think not important.
Yeah, not important.
Not the main factors lah. Yeah, because I think there are so many ways. There are so many ways for you to figure it out. Because the moment when you need to start business, right, you need to solve problems really, but you can solve it creatively lah. So for example, if you don't have so much savings, you can explore other ways of doing it. Yeah, I think there are so many ways to solve the issues lah.
So one advice for those that want to run business with friends, what's the advice that you could give? I'm sure many of your friends also approach you like they're running business with their friends. What to avoid and what must be done earlier?
I think the rules need to set
Yeah,
very, very
beforehand. Yeah, I think personalities is
Personality.
one of the main factors. It's like whether you guys are having the same
Mindset,
similar. Yeah, I think the vision also. Like whether three of us can like among all of you guys can see the same vision or not. If but the it's like really, I think being honest also one things lah. So really have to share your like very honest opinions of like how do you see the things, how do you see the business. But if this thing is soft, right, actually everything can be discussed. One. So for me, I have no pantang lah. It's like I think at the beginning, I still remember my friend also asked me like, oh, like are you sure you want to start a business with your boyfriend, things like that. Then I say because for me, I think the advantage is because I know them so well. So I know the way, what is a comfortable way of like communicating with them, yeah, and then how we do things together. That is the I think the the very good benefit, and then the trust also among us, because I still remember like the first year, I have the question of like, hey, how do you guys like trust me so well and then allow me to run marketing by myself? Like really on my own, like they don't advise much thing, they just like, oh, just do based on your instinct, based on your feeling. But actually, I will fight for it lah. It's like I'll go learn the things that I don't know, things like that. But good thing is that I really feel like they are so brave, like they can trust like each other lah.
Because they see sales coming in.
They're busy baking the cake. You run your marketing.
Yeah.
Before that, I still remember he asked, before we get so busy, right? Actually, our sales is quite little one.
Yeah.
But then we were quite chill. I don't know why. We didn't even run ads. I still remember we didn't run ads. We didn't do KOL marketing, influencer. Yeah, all these we didn't do. But I don't know why. We just like feel so
Chill.
chill. Yeah, we were so chill of like sales is going to come eventually.
Up until
I don't know
today,
why.
you guys also don't run external marketing.
Up until today, yes, we did. We started the ads after 4 years. That means like last year. Last year only we started. Yeah.
I haven't get the one piece of advice from Chef and Seng Kian to run a business with friends. What's the one thing that you cannot stand?
I think it's like we have each professional things like I running kitchen, marketing, like business development. Yeah, everything's like they have their professional things. Then after that, also I really trust Seng Kian. Then actually I know Yins like about 2 to 3 years. Then only we start the business. So we already know each other like what they are doing. Yeah. So I think the trust, and then also like you need to understand like his style or her style. Yeah, I think it's more important. So if let's say like because they also like ask me like come back, then they also no part-time job. If like one of
If they got part-time job,
they
it's like
have
not
got
balanced
part-time job,
already.
then like you cannot like focus one of the business, right?
Yeah.
So you have
Everyone have to be all in.
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. So two of us
Go
like
big or go home.
all in like already. Like you cannot run everywhere already.
Did you bring your family back to Malaysia?
Yeah, after I think
During
is
COVID.
During COVID.
after 2 years, after 2 years, I think
Because she
after
was
1 year,
pregnant, she was pregnant.
pregnant.
Then after that,
She came
and
back
then
and-
she came back. Then the
yeah.
lockdown happened.
Lockdown.
Then she couldn't
Cannot
go back
break.
again.
Yeah, so
Stay until now.
Yeah.
stay until now.
How does your wife feel like seeing this business growing?
Yeah, she is very happy lah. She wanted like come back Malaysia actually. Like then the business is successful. Then straight away she right now she not working as this housewife already. Yeah.
I want to thank Yins, Chef Pang and Seng Kian again for joining us today. We hope you get something insightful to take away. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.